What is going on, YouTube fam? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, we're going to be reacting to 10 NBA legends that share the first time they ever faced Michael Jordan. Now, learning on this channel, watching that older era of basketball that we didn't get to witness, unfortunately, I know that Michael Jordan's opponents feared that man like no other. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure what to expect. I assume it's going to be some interesting stories as to what Michael Jordan did to these players. But if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more of that content that we're producing on this channel. But let's get right into the video, man. Yes, sir.
First memory is his new commercial. I mean, when everything just stops. I mean, that's when, when I first seen the commercial, I just went back from like 10 years ago from watching him play when he was like a rookie or something like that. Within 15 seconds, I could just see everything just go real fast.
Do you remember the first time you saw Michael Jordan play? Even if you weren't old enough to see him play on live television, there was always a special feeling when he was on your screen. You knew this guy was doing something on the court that wasn't seen before. From the beginning of his career, Jordan had a way of drawing people to him. Fans and players were amazed at his skills on the court, his ability to score from anywhere, his defensive prowess, and his famous gravity-defying dunks. So many fans share their first time watching Jordan, and I want to do a video of just 10 NBA legends sharing their first time facing Michael Jordan and what that felt like when they were on the same court as him. So we will start with number 10, Isaiah Thomas. Michael Jordan and Isaiah shared an intense and highly competitive rivalry, especially in the 80s and early 90s, when the Detroit Pistons and the Chicago Bulls faced off in several heated playoff series.
And man, we reacted to what the bad boy Pistons did to Michael Jordan on this channel, so go react to that video, man.
Even though they do have some tension, they respect each other's game, and you will see this here when Isaiah Thomas shares a story of meeting Jordan for the first time.
And I look at Jordan, it was like, when he walked in, it was like, damn.
Is he for real?
Well, okay, I remember when we first played against him, it was the Olympic, the Olympic
84,
team
right,
in
84.
84 in Phoenix. And they was doing the pros coming to play against the Olympic team. And I remember Coach Knight said, Coach Knight was coaching him, he said, this one a little different now. That's what the old school coach, this one a little different now. And so, in Phoenix, it was hot in the summer, and, you watch guys dunking and everything, but he had a different kind of bounce, jumping and dunking, and I was like, okay, all right, that's kind of nice. And then the game started, and this dude was so fast and so quick. He was like, wait.
Is that so nasty fashion?
It's a PG show. It's a PG-13 show, Coach.
but some curse words are necessary for description.
Clyde Drexler is a legend who was often compared to Michael Jordan in his playing days due to his high-flying dunks and smooth play style. Drexler has spoken about the significance of competing against Jordan, noting how such matchups push him to improve his game. You will hear his experience every time he faces Michael Jordan.
Now, how did you know Jordan? You played against him.
I did not know him. I played against him in the '82 semifinal.
Okay.
North Carolina versus Houston.
That's when was he a
freshman.
He was as a freshman the year they won it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I knew he was a pretty good player. And then, if I had stayed in college, I would have been a senior. The '84 Olympic team, Bobby Knight sent me a letter saying, I want you and Jordan to head my Olympic team in '84. Okay. But I ended up going to the NBA. And so we knew Jordan was a great player. There was no doubt. And so Michael Thompson and I were saying, you got to pick this guy regardless of positions or who you have. You need good players.
Yeah.
I know he's going to come at me, and guess what? He knows I'm coming at him.
Yeah.
I'm going to play my game. If you get in my way, I'm going to knock your nose off.
Yeah.
Same way with him. We're going to compete.
Jason Kidd, one of the greatest point guards in NBA history, was known to impact the game in many ways. And in fact, he had 25 points, 15 rebounds, 11 assists, and 6 steals against Michael Jordan and the Bulls. Kidd looked up to Jordan as the epitome of greatness in basketball.
Oh, That was the first day.
You remember that game?
Yeah. Was that in Dallas?
That was in Dallas.
Yes.
9th game of that season.
Yes.
Was that the game where
He took it easy on me.
He did. He only had 36 points, and they won by 6 in overtime, but you didn't take it easy on him. Do you remember what you did?
I fouled out.
25, 15, 11, and 6 steals.
None of those steals were against when I was guarding him. We must have been playing on a lower basket for me to score that many points. I remember because I had went to dinner the night before with Michael, and I was just hoping when I left dinner that I didn't upset him. I think he picked up the check, which might have upset him since I was a rookie. But it was just playing against the best, and I got lucky if those were my stats. But we lost, so it's about winning, and that's what he does best.
Tracy McGrady is one of my favorite.
One thing I've learned about Michael Jordan is that man plays to what, chat? You already know what he said. Win the game. So, hey, enough said.
Players of all time, and he has one of the best stories of winning.
Interesting what we've been getting told so far in this video. You know what I'm saying? Comment down below some of your opinions from some of these NBA players that I've already spoke. But let's keep going into this. I've been really liking it.
First faced Michael Jordan. You will hear him say that special glow Jordan had when he faced him.
How was it like playing against MJ your rookie year?
Shaking in my boots. shaking in the first time I had to guard. I'm like, yo, man, first of all, let me go back. 1997, MJ them in the playoffs. I think they played against the Hawks, right? I'm at the game, playoff game. Bruh, I got an opportunity to go in the back by the locker room after the game. So I'm standing back there. I'm 17 years old, kid. I've never been around NBA players like this, or even, I've never been around somebody like MJ. So I'm standing back there, kid, and Pip comes out. All these players start coming out. Mike comes around that corner.
He's like, what?
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie to you. The man had a glow, bro. I swear, Mike, dog, that shit is real.
I believe it.
That shit is real.
Hey, KG said the same thing. You just feel his energy. He don't say shit. You feel that energy.
I'm not joking, bro.
Black
it's
Jesus,
real.
man, I'm telling you.
Mike came out, I was like, damn, bro. I ain't know what to say, man. I was like, that's MJ, dog. That's MJ. So fast forward, I'm on the court with him for my rookie year. It took me about a quarter to get over the fact that this Mike, right? But man, once it worked, that mystique wears off if you're around somebody for a long time. It wears off. It's like, okay, shit, let's get it. I damn near had my best game as a rookie playing against it. I almost had a triple-double.
That's rookie year.
In front of 30,000. We played in the Sky Dome. 30,000 Mike had him coming in there, bro. And that was the year they had, 72-10? Yeah, we was one of them 10.
Yeah, in Toronto. Yeah, good game. You and Mike both had good games that game.
Hey, Mike had about 35. He probably had about 12 on me, easy. I'm like, man, this Mike, bro.
Paul Pierce, one of the most skilled forwards in NBA history, and was known for being a clutch performer. He shared
I like that story that Tracy McGrady gave there.
his experience facing Wizards Jordan, and he got a sample of what Jordan could do when he wanted to win.
Once the cigar comes out, it's like he's already lighting the victory cigar before the competition. I had a chance to play against Michael Jordan, but it was when he had the Wizards uniform on, so it wasn't quite prime Michael Jordan. It was 40-year-old Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. He also reacted
he still was a phenomenal athlete. He still had great footwork, and he actually gave me about 30 points.
Jordan over Pierce. He's got his head. Equals season high, 31.
It was like my third year in the league, and he was still probably one of the top 10 athletes in the game at the time. Yeah, he trash talked a little bit. I remember him hitting a fadeaway, telling me you can't get to that.
Pierce, defending Jordan, fall away, he hits. 29 for Jordan.
You know, he really had a rivalry with Antoine Walker being, Antoine Walker was in Chicago, and, you know, these guys played against each other in pickup games in the summer, and, you know, him and Antoine Walker really went at each other quite a bit. Antoine, you know, he's one of the best trash talkers that ever played the game, but I think that game he wished he had just not said anything.
Allen Iverson, aka The Answer, always showed respect to Jordan and was even his idol growing up. Iverson shared a funny and wholesome story of meeting Jordan at his Hall of Fame speech.
I mean, I was excited, you know, because I'm thinking, you know, we have a chance to play the world champions, and, you know, the day will come where I'll step on the court with, in my eyes, the best basketball player that ever stepped on a basketball court. And it was just an exciting moment for me, and it was something that I treasured for the rest of my life.
And, you know, you want to be fast like Isaiah, and you want to shoot like Bird, you know, rebound like Barkley, pass like Magic, be dominant like Shaq.
Who was that?
But, man, I wanted to be like Mike. You know what I mean?
I get it. I get it.
I remember the first time I played against him. And I walked out on the court, and I looked at him, and for the first time in my life, a human being didn't look real to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if y'all watch the Chappelle show, but he talked about a certain incident where he seen somebody sing Rick James. And like, I literally seen his aura. Like it looked like he was glowing.
Shaq's story about meeting Michael Jordan for the first time is quite surprising because coming from one of the most intimidating players in NBA history, he said he was terrified playing against him, especially when he scored 64 points on his Orlando Magic team.
Oh my goodness, I got some Shaq content coming out for y'all, man. Don't miss that when it drops, man.
We're going to hear Shaq explain that terrifying experience of facing him.
Overtime. What? The statute of limitations up. I was terrified out there.
Were you really?
Actually, no.
You scared?
That video is up by the time this video is up. So go watch the Shaq video reacting to some of the crazy dunks and plays that Shaq did. I didn't know, like, obviously everyone knows Shaq, but I didn't get to experience Shaq hoop and see him hoop live, you know what I'm saying? So going back and seeing some of his greatest clips was awesome, man. Go watch that video.
MJ? Yeah.
You gave him how long? For how long? Right when you took the floor?
No, the whole game. Because one, he's the greatest player. Two, I was worried about him dunking on me and I have to go back and, you know, face the fellas. And then three, he was just so hot. I was like, man, this dude, like, the stuff that I saw when I was in college on TV, it's like really real. I was terrified. I mean, but, you know, when I got the ball and saw those bums they had playing me, you know, I was going to go to work. Bums.
They NBA
Come on,
brother.
Bums, you hear what I said?
NBA players.
But anyway, like, just watching them out there, I was terrified.
Michael, quick turnaround and he hit it.
I remember that Mike is killing us, but we're close. You know, when you see the light at the end of the tunnel, you go for it. Damn, I'm about to beat Michael Jordan.
What was that locker room like when you pull off an OT win like that, come from behind on the road?
Everybody was happy, especially Nick, because he was from Chicago. It was great. And again, it was a great confidence booster.
Michael Jordan's going off. He ended up with 64 points. What is the team talking about? What do you remember about it?
Before the game, I was terrified. But to relieve pressure of that, I ain't got to guard him, so I'm not worried. Second thing I said, I can't let him dunk on me. That's not going to happen. So it was a play when he comes baseline.
Jordan turns and faces. Shot clock at 7, 6, and Shaquille, that might really hit him.
Shaq blocked Jordan.
I had to touch him up. Because one, I'm not getting dunked on. Because I'll never live that down from family members, homeboys, barbershops. That'll be a poster forever because Mike was the man at the time.
Right.
But Mike also taught me something very valuable. So when I go to help him up, he said, don't ever help nobody up. Great foul. Don't do that. I don't need your help. But I'm coming back. Don't you worry. Mike is the guy that taught me how to go to the next level. Down the line, we beat them in the East Conference Finals, go to the finals. We get swept by Kenny and them. The next year, they sweep us. Walking off the court, Mike grabs me and says, before you succeed, you must first learn to fail. And that helped me out
when I made the move to LA and kept that.
Charles Barkley, one of the greatest power forwards in the game, shared a funny story about when he was
I definitely like Shaq's story too, man.
sophomore in college and saw a young Michael Jordan that completely blew his mind when he was on the court. It was unbelievable that he had accepted that he was the second best player in the country already and that Jordan was a level above him.
First time I met Michael Jordan, I was like, I've never seen anything like that before. I mean, it was amazing. You know, I was in the Olympic trials, and I probably should have made the team. Bobby Knight just didn't like me. He didn't like me because he's a dick. But so, you know, we invited like 120 players to trial for the Olympic team. And they went 100, 120, 100, 80, 60, 40, 20, 16, 12. So I made it to the final 20, and driving to the airport, it was me, Karl Malone, John Stockton, and Terry Porter. And I went back to my college, and John Thompson, rest in peace, one of the greatest men I've ever met in my life. Rest in peace, Big John. He called my coach and he said, Sonny, I just want you to know that Charles was the second best player here. He probably should have made it to the Olympic team, but Bobby just didn't like him. He didn't have a reason, he just didn't like him. And my coach said, John, I really appreciate you taking the time to tell me that, blah, blah, blah. So he hangs up the phone and he says, Charles, I thought you were the best player in the country. Well, I said, I'm not. I said, Coach, let me tell you something. There's this black dude from North Carolina. I ain't never seen nothing like it. And at this time, we're like sophomores in college.
Wow.
I said, Coach, let me tell you something.
Chat, I keep hearing that Michael Jordan, when he played in college, was amazing. And that, honestly, some of his great clips are in that era. Should I react to Michael Jordan in his college era? I need y'all to let me know down below, man.
I ain't never seen nothing like this dude in my life. He is a little taller than me.
Right.
He's really lanky. He's really black. But he can outrun everybody. He can out-jump everybody. And I ain't never seen anything like it in my life. He said, what's his name? I said, Michael Jordan. I said, we hit it off really good. For some reason, we like each other. I think that we both small-town guys. But I was killing these dudes. He was killing these dudes. But, yeah, Coach, I wasn't the best player there. That black cat from North Carolina is the best I've ever seen. And like I say, at this point, he's just a sophomore in college at that time.
Number 2, Steve Nash. A point guard that every team dream of having. He was a 2-time MVP and was in the 50-40-90 club 4 times, which is insane. He was one of the many players that idolized Jordan. Listen to this hilarious story of when he faced Michael Jordan in his rookie year.
First month of my rookie season, we played the Bulls twice, home and away. First one time was at the United Center in Chicago, and I'm on the bus after the game, and Chucky Brown gets on the bus with Jordan's shoes. And I'm like, are those MJ shoes? He's like, yeah. I'm like, how'd you get those? He's like, I asked him for them. And I was thinking to myself, you can do that? And so 2 weeks later, they come to Phoenix and we play. And I posted a picture on Instagram, you know, the day of the first episode of The Last Dance, and just saying, you know, he was my hero. And there's this picture of me as a rookie and Jordan, and we're having a laugh. And what happened was I got switched on to him. You know, he backed me down to the post, did his little, you know, shake and hit a fadeaway on me. We go down the other end, someone gets fouled shooting a free throw. So I'm standing there as the point guard behind the shooter, and he comes over to me and he says, you were at a slight disadvantage. And, you know, as a rookie, it was like that moment where I was like, holy shit. Like, I'm talking, MJ just scored on me. He's letting me have it in a fun way. This is unbelievable. And all I could think of was, Chucky Brown got his shoes. So he tells me you were at a slight disadvantage. And I turn, I laugh, and then I go, can I have your shoes after the game? And of course, sure enough, after the game, I got his shoes and all that. And I remember it just takes you back, because as a guy who I hope proved was a fierce competitor in my whole career, it takes you back to what kind of mindset I was in as a rookie with Michael Jordan, and how that was all secondary to this hero worship in a way. And I remember my vet, Rex Chapman, who is a really close friend of mine, and was, you know, is still a good friend, was so pissed at me that I got to ask for his shoes and got his shoes.
And now the last legend we have is...
Oh my goodness, man. what do we think about this video so far? Obviously, some of these are fun stories, you know what I'm saying? Some of these are competitive stories. But what do we think, man, about this video? And now the last player, it looks like it's going to be Kobe Bryant's first time facing Michael Jordan. If you've been liking this video, please hit that like button. Show some love and support to the channel, man. But let's get into this last take.
Kobe being Bryant. He is the only player you can confidently say emulated Jordan's game and made it his style. We don't have to talk about how much respect they have for each other since this was his mentor. Jordan taught him everything he needed to know, and he succeeded. So here's the story of the first time Kobe faced Jordan.
I'm getting schooled for a baseline dunk the first time I matched up with him. That was like the coolest thing.
You know, it was the ultimate challenge, going out there and playing against the Bulls, you know, guard Michael Jordan. Nothing can top that.
They've made a switch already, putting Kobe on Michael. then the education. Accelerated learning. Wow.
It was, because I'd seen that spin move so many times, and then I knew he was going to do it. But the timing on TV and then in person are two completely different things. So he just spun right before I thought he was going to spin, and I was like, damn, that was pretty cool. When I came to the league and matching up against him, what I found that he was extremely open to having a relationship, a mentor relationship, and giving me a great amount of advice and an amazing amount of detail, strategies, workout regimens, and things like that. So, I mean, seriously, I mean, I don't think people really understand the amount of impact that he's had on me as a player and as a leader.
So the level of fear that he inspired in others was insane. Wow. And I would tell him, I said, when I face him, we're going to go at it. He says, oh, you don't want to do that. I'm like, what? Man, you don't know me, man. And so when we matched up, I think he understood that. And, you know, when I was 18, my first year, he got the best of me a bunch of times. I was right there the next play. You're not intimidating me. Yeah. I'm not going anywhere. And I think he saw that level of respect, because I think he was the same way at 18 years old. And that common bond is what I think
competitive,
where our connection was built.
So I hope you enjoyed the video.
Yeah, man. Wow, what do we think about all these different players in their first time playing Michael Jordan? I'm glad I reacted to this video. Definitely learned a couple things. And what Michael Jordan, not only like let's not even talk about the fans, the things he did for his peers. Michael Jordan seemed like a great man in general, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, that's what the media shows, but he was super cool to peers and from, you know what I'm saying, other people from other teams. And yeah, man, but with that being said, this is the end of the video. So again, please subscribe to the channel, join the crew, because we're so close to 1,000 subs, man. So please help me hit that goal. And you know what I'm saying, like the video if you like the video, and give me some more suggestions down below in the comment section, man. So with that being said, I hope y'all have a good rest of your day.